We have a dinner idea for you tonight. Chef Jon-Paul has a perfect recipe for a great London broil. Take a look.
Hey, I'm Chef Jon-Paul, and welcome to my dream kitchen. You're actually in my home today, and we're going to be making London broil. So let's see what's fresh in the Sub-Zero. Well, here I have a gorgeous London broil, and we're actually going to broil this indoors. Now, what I'm using to do this is a really cool oven. It's a Wolf dual convection oven, and the neat thing about it is it actually has 3 different convection broil settings. So when I hit convection broil, number 1 cooks at 550 degrees, number 2 cooks at 450 degrees, and number 3 cooks at 350 degrees. I've never seen an oven like this on the market anywhere with this kind of flexibility. Because of the thickness of the meat, I'm going to cook it at number 2, which is going to give me radiant infrared heat from the top, which is probably the best source you can get for broiling, because it's really intense heat. You're going to get that nice crust on the outside, and I'm going to cook it at about 450 degrees. So internally it's going to catch up, it's going to stay nice and juicy and really crisp on the outside. Now I'm going to be serving this with some beautiful fingerling potatoes that I'm going to be sauteing in some olive oil. And then we're going to top the London broil with a traditional Argentinian Chimichurri sauce, which we're going to make in just a second. So what I have here are these gorgeous fingerling potatoes, and I'm cutting them in half on a bias so I get a lot of surface area. And then I'm just going to sear them off in olive oil and let them just kind of stew down and cook and get all that beautiful flavor. Just salt and pepper, that's all you need. Okay, so I've preheated both zones on this burner top. That's a neat thing about this Wolf range, is that I can actually use the outside ring or just the inside ring and turn it on, and the whole thing heats up very quickly, incredibly hot. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil, let that heat up for about a minute, and then we're going to put these in cut side down. Okay, so we have our London broil in the oven. It's going to take about 6 minutes per side for medium, medium rare. I also have my potatoes that are frying off. Those are going to take about 8 to 10 minutes as well, so my timing is working out very well for me. I'm going to make a chimichurri sauce, which is an amazing, amazing sauce. It's a little spicy, very robust, very herbally. All I'm going to do is take some minced onion, put it in a blender. All right, about half an onion's in there, about 5 cloves of garlic, about half a cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, a bunch of chopped parsley. I'm using flat leaf parsley. I think it's a little more robust. Now it's important to just coarsely chop it first, otherwise it won't blend properly. And then we're just going to puree it, very similar to a pesto. When that gets completely combined, I'm going to add some red pepper flake and a little bit of salt. We're going to puree that up. We can throw it in the fridge, let it sit for an hour, up to a day. The longer it sits, actually, the better the flavor gets. Let's go check out our potatoes. Okay, my potatoes started getting nice and brown, so I popped them in the oven. Remember, this guy is cooking at 450 degrees, so that's perfect. It's going to keep my potatoes nice and dry and nice and crisp. And then up here, it's ready to flip. Okay, about 6 more minutes on that side. Then we're going to let it rest, and it's time to eat. Okay, here we are. We've got our temperature in the mid-130s. With a chunk of meat like this, remember it's going to raise up about 5 degrees after you remove it from the oven. That's called carryover cooking. Okay, so our steaks had an opportunity to rest for about 5 minutes. Now let's cut this open and see what we got. Now with the London broil, I want to cut it on the bias. Hey, okay, well that's it. That's our finished dish. It's absolutely stunning. If you have any questions about this amazing Wolf dual convection oven, give our friends a call at the Wolf Sub-Zero Living Kitchen in Scottsdale. Until I see you again, eat something good.